Aim Bhrim Trim Aim Klim Sau Hamsa Siva Soham Maskfrem Madakshamalavim Madom Sakshamavim Sahom Swarupa Nirupane Hetave Swagurave Sri Annapurnam Bhadaitam Sri Amrutanandanada Saraswati Sri Guru Sri Padakam Puryama Tarpyama Namaha Aim Bhrim Trim Aim Klim Sau Hamsa Siva Soham Maskfrem Madakshamalavim Madom Sakshamavim Sahom Swarupa Nirupane Hetave Swagurave Sri Annapurnam Bhadaitam Sri Amrutanandanada Saraswati Sri Guru Sri Padakam Puryama Tarpyama Namaha Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum Dajivarnam Dirbhajam Prasannavadaram Dhyaye Sarvignopasantet Agajana Padmarkam Gajana Mahanitam Manegadantam Bhaktanam Yegadantu Upatmahe Ganana Antva Ganapatim Gamamahe Gavingavinam Upamastravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanaspata Anasrunvannodi Vesedadanam Om Sriman Mahaganadhipate Namadhyayami Om Srim Bring Kling Glaungam Ganapati Varavadasaradarame Svaniye Swaha Om Srim Bring Kling Glaungam Ganapati Varavadam Sarvaname Svaniye Swaha Om Srim Bring Kling Glaungam Ganapati Varavadasaradarame Svaniye Swaha Om Srim Bring Kling Glaungam Ganapati Varavadasaradarame Sarvaname Svaniye Swaha After a 4 days gap. The gap is not intended. Gap came. You know why? As a nice explanation I am giving for that is we had just completed the Sthula Rupa. The power of Sthula Rupa in removing the negative aspects in one's life and also in the world. And we are moving to the Sukhmarupa, the inner core. And that is a little bit difficult for us to experience, not experience, understand. So maybe Ambal has given 4 days time to digest the Sthula Rupa and before jumping on to Sukhmarupa. Anyways, now the next 5 namas will explain the Sukhmarupa, the subtle body of Goddess Mother. We need to understand one. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Pervading is Brahma. And it is not confined with any form or any Tatwa. All the characters, all the gunas, whatever it may be, the good, bad, ugly, everything belongs to her. Very difficult to accept. When we say Sahasra Sirusha Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasrapat Purnamadaha Purnamidam, my mind, because this is the point. I am trying to evaluate God using mind. A conditioned brain can never experience God. So, I am using my mind to expect the God to be of quality without Purna Purusha means no defect. That's right. If I can accept the world as it is, not as a form, aspects of the tattvas, then what happens is battery. Excuse me. Don't forget that I'm in Hyderabad. So, a little bit hiccups will come. I may expect it to come. Anyways, so, when we come to form, Sthula Rupa is, for human being, we have three forms. There's Sthula Rupa, the physical body, which of course formed of the Sapta Dhatus, different parts, different purpose, and it goes through different phases: Balya, Yauvana, Kaumara, Vardhakya. And also there are conditions of life which we have to follow certain rules, which are Brahmacharya, Grihasthasrama, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa. It also experiences the world in three different states of awareness: wake-up state, the dream state, and the sleep state. If you see, all these limited aspects, and they are confined to the Sthula Rupa. They are confined to the Sthula Rupa. And the Sukhmarupa, the subtle body, is made up of 5 Jnanendriyas, 5 Karmendriyas, Panchabhutas, Panchatatvas, Manas, Karma, action, desire. All coupled. The desire has got no form, right? The manas is not mind. It's not mind is there, but it's not brain. There is no form. Action, karma, no form. The indriyas, no form. So all these so-called formless, yet doing some action, these are all called couple, everything combined together is called Sukhmarupa. And of course the causal body is beyond these gunas, and which is in a samadhi sthiti. Everybody has got the sthiti. That's the beauty. We have all the sthitis in us and all the bodies in us. Unfortunately, because of our karmic effect, we are focusing only on this and observing this body only. I'm not having time, capacity, knowledge to observe the subtle body. Subtle. In Telugu they say, Karanamulendi Karyamu Jaragadu. So, I'm only seeing the external form of everything, not only the form of the human beings and the other creature. If there is an incident, I'm only seeing the external face of that incident. This is also Sthula Rupa. If I go into that reason, Tatwa, then I go to the Sukhmarupa. So, suppose there's an incident, somebody is yelling at me, okay? And if I'm focusing on the external form, I just say, this person is yelling at me, and he is bad or she is bad. That's where I'm understanding only at the external. When I'm going to Sukhmarupa, then I say, I might have done something, and that's being repaid by this person. In Karanarupa, I didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. Everything is an imagination, illusion. What is fact is not known to anybody beyond our comprehension with this limited form. So there are different levels of understanding the situation. So, for Devi also, we are limited only to the Sthula Rupa. That's where I've been constantly telling the icon, the yantra. There's a Sthula Rupa. The mantra is a Sukshma Rupa. I'm worshipping Ganesha. Not just limited to the elephant head with a big tummy and big ears. No. I'm worshipping the focus, the concentration, the Tatwa of Ganesha. I'm worshipping the jnana of Shiva. I'm worshipping the power of controlling our 6 enemies through Subramanya. I'm worshipping the courage, fearlessness through Durga, who is going to come on a 17th of October. I'm worshipping my contentment and auspiciousness in the name of Lakshmi. I'm worshipping the ability to know the knowledge in the name of Saraswati. These are not forms. These are my tattvas which are needed for me, Tirodhana Karishwari, to turn inwards beyond these body parts. That's why I'm worshipping. The rupas are necessary, they're okay, as long as you don't. Why are you worshipping Hanuman? For surrender, for devotion, for communication skills. The tattva behind every Shanishvara, who reminds me not to be lethargic. Rahu, who reminds me not to entertain negativity. Ketu, who is always reminding me my purpose of the life is to get moksha. Moon, who reminds me of my mind and its activity. Anything. Look at the tattva. Then worshipping the forms is not a hurdle for you. Well, Tyagaraja worshipped Rama. Meera worshipped Krishna in the form of an icon. They got the realization. Why can't we? Because they never stopped at the form level. Anything, they went into the tattva. That's why Indaro Manu Bhavunu. He never said my Rama is the only one. Indaro Tatwa. So, like we have the Sthula Rupa, God has some form, physical form. What is the combined form of God? Nature. It has everything. So, Sahasra, Sirsha, Purusha, Sahasraksha, Sahasrapat is the combination of every creature in the world, which includes not only human beings, the birds, animals, and insects, and of course, virus also. But it's very difficult to comprehend and also see with this naked eyes. Now, coming to the Sukhmarupa, mantra. Of all the mantras, they say mantra Raja. Yantra Raja is Sri Chakra. Mantra Raja is Panchadashi. Why it is called? Because it connects you to the nature and back to you. And that Panchadashi mantra is being explained in the next 5 words. And it is divided into 3 parts. Vagbhavakuta, Kamarajakuta, Shaktikuta. This first part is connected to Rigveda, who worships, which gives you the one of the four Chaturveda Purusharthas is Dharma. So it gives you knowledge. Everything in the world. And you understand the world not as an illusion, but as full of knowledge. And the second one is Yajurveda, and you worship like a Kshatriya, Bhoga. And it gives you experience. And the last one is Samaveda. It gives you realization. So you went out, knowledge, you got it, experience. My job is done. And this Panchadashi enables you to understand the world not as a form, but as a Tatwa. And enjoy the Tatwa. When the Tatwa is enjoyed, it assimilates in yourself. There is no form. I don't need to leave the form. You assimilate. So, what is Panchadashi? 15 syllables, and it represents male, female, and a union of male and female. Ka, ha, these are male. E, la, sa, these are the ka, ha, these are male, and e, la, sa, these are female. Hrim is a combination of female and male. It's me, it's you. Kaila Hrim Hasaka La Hrim Sakala Hrim. By reciting that, one thing is evident. I'm able to understand that I do have a male entity and I do have a female entity. The purpose of life is to unite them. The outcome, the product is Hrim, bliss, Rileka Bijam. This joy. So it reminds you of what you have. On the other hand, Ka is connected to the first phase of moon, Pajami, A, second day, E, third day, like the 15 phases of waxing and waning of moon. And moon in again in turn connected to your mind. So you're just taking a walk into the nature, connecting that to that, and then receiving that pure knowledge and enjoying that to know yourself. And it's not a small mantra. People who worship those mantras are Manu, Indra, Kubera, Agni, Varuna, Vishnu, Shiva, Agni, Kubera, Manmadha, Lobhamudra, Agastya. These are all great people. And naturally, the great people would not have worshipped an ordinary mantra. Mantras are okay. Everything is powerful, but this is connecting you to the external world. That's where it is more powerful. And this is divided into three parts: Vagbhavakuta, Kamarajakuta, Shaktikuta. And Vagbhava, again the letters are divided into three parts: A to Aha, Ka to Ta, Tha to Sa. Am, im, rum, rum, lum, lum, em, aim, om, aha, ha. This is Agni Swarupam. Ka, ka, ga, ga, nga, cha, cha, ja, ja, nya, ta, ta, da, da, na, ta. This is Surya. ta tha da dha na pa bha ba bha ma ya ra la va sa. This is Soma. Agni Suru Soma Kalapaka Vagbhava Bijam. She has given such a wonderful asset for us. And she is reminding through this beautiful sentence. Srimad Vagbhava Kutaika Swarupa Mukha Pankaja. Srimad, auspicious. Again, because we cannot understand the God unless we again refer back to form. And the form I cannot understand unless I see a face, unless I see a trunk, unless I see the lower part. So just to enable us to understand, again don't go back to face and trunk, no. What is it made up of? Three. One is Vagbhavakuta, it's knowledge. Kamarajakuta, experience. Shakti Kuta, renunciation. And when the knowledge and experience merge in you, at the time of knowledge, you are separate, knowledge is separate. As long as you think that I have knowledge, knowledge is not one with you. As long as I think I have experience, experience is separate, and I am separate. When both knowledge and experience merge with you, that is the Adhara Chakra. That's one. Renunciation, Visarjana, Laya, whatever you call, that is the Shakti Kota. And what is it made up of? 15 syllables. And how they are connected when you recite the mantra, of course, in our module 1, we said there are different ways. The first, normally we experience is Kaye Lahrim Asakaha Lahrim Sakalahrim. That's what you all learned. But the inner aspect, now they are saying, is Kaye Lahari Hasa Ka Ha Lahari. You see this Ringkaram is landing only in Anahata. Right? Then between Manipura and Swadhisthana, Saka, then Mooladhara, La, and Swadhisthana, Hri. That's very tense. So, I'm seeing, I'm listening, and I'm smelling, and I'm speaking, and I'm feeling the touch, experiencing. All these coupled together is called Vagbhavakuta. So, Srimad Vagbhavakuta. And again, this sound is coming in 3 phases. Ka, I'm saying, it is divided into ik plus a. Ik is male, a is female. And everything is a combination of male and female. Nothing beyond that. So, when I say ik, before I say ik, and that's called para, that is happening between Mooladhara and Manipura. And that's having para, Pashyanti is Manipura to Anahata. And Madhyama is this portion, and Vaikari. So, Para Pashyanti Madhyama Vaikarupa. It starts in the Mooladhara, right? And what is Mooladhara? Fear, doubt. So, it's samsara. This is where you think about your family. This is where you think about yourself, your aim. It will be there. But Srimad Vagbhavakuteika Swarupamukha Pankaja. You are coming from Mooladhara, which is compared to Panka in the Sansara view. Even though it's a Panka, when I know how to use my ability to speak, that's why they say, the one who understands Panchadashi and one who does Upasana on Panchadashi, they speak less. And when they speak, every word will be full, every letter, seed letter will be filled with this Agni Surya Soma Kalatmaka. Agni, knowledge, Surya, energy, Soma, compassion. How can you combine? Have you seen a Jyotirlinga burning in a water? The lamp is burning in the water. Arunam Karunatarangitakshim. Arunam lamp. Karunam water. So, your words you speak, every syllable, you should have knowledge. Knowledge is, I need to understand where it is coming from. That's why Nada Upasana is a very deeper aspect of Srividya. I need to understand where the sound is coming from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, Srimad Vagbhava Kutaika Swarupa Mukha Pankaja. Whatever we speak, that words, that nada is you. Kantada Katiparyanta Madhyakuta Swarupini. From here to here, that's where this is I'm in the Bala Mantram. You know, the same Panchadashi, if you combine with Bala Mantram, Aim Kailarim, Klim Matagalarim, Sauhu Sagalarim, Saubhagya Panchadashi. Then, Om Srim Ring Kling Glaum Gam, Om Bhurbhus. This other, I should not tell in the public, that's why I stopped. If you combine with Ganapati, then Vancha Kalpa Ganapati. If you combine with Krishna mantra, Gopala Sundari mantra, there's a Moola mantra Atmika, it's going to come. So, Kanthada Katiparyanta Madhyakuta Surupani. This is Kleem or Hreem experience. This is where I am experiencing. So, I'm understanding you not as an icon in my puja room, not as just a word, a sound coming from my mouth alone, but the jnana, the reason, the cause behind everything. That's you. The experience I'm getting from this jnana, that's you. Once I merge with my jnana and experience and become one, well, there's nothing more I need to do. And that power of unification is you. In fact, you have created this sound. You have created this Kamaraja. You are the Shakti. We talk about the Shakti Kuta tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Sri Madhurama.